Manchester City secured their place in the Champions League semi-finals last night, beating Bayern Munich 4-1 on aggregate on Wednesday night. It means fans will be treated to a repeat of the same fixture last year against Real Madrid, which saw 11 goals over 210 minutes of football. For Guardiola, it will be framed as an attempt to get a monkey off his back, having fallen against Real Madrid several times, while the pressure will be off Los Blancos. He was pleased with the effort of his players against Bayern though. They had one or two very good chances. Anything could happen, but we knew how to defend well, said Pep Guardiola, knowing it will be incumbent on them to do so again in 2 weeks' time. The Manchester City manager has been criticised heavily over the last decade for his struggles in the Champions League, but they have a shot at redemption against the biggest bully of all. All the teams have the feeling that if you want to win the Champions League you have to beat Real Madrid. Before it was Barca and now it's Madrid, Guardiola told Sport, admitting the changing of the guard. Midfield star Bernardo Silva also commented on the tie, admitting that it was the shot at revenge that Manchester City wanted. Whomever wins the tie will be heavy favourites for the competition, as they will be facing an Italian team, Milan or Inter, in the final for the first time in 12 years. It is shaping up to be a tasty affair. Real Madrid defender David Alaba is once again trying to shake of muscle issues this season, after an injury was confirmed on Thursday. The Austrian defender was taken off at half-time in their Champions League victory against Chelsea, and markers say the reason was a minor tear in his thigh muscle. Alaba has been struggling with injury for most of 2023, only returning from a muscle issue in late March. The good news from a Real Madrid perspective is that he is still in with a shot at making the Copa del Rey final. He will be out for around 2 weeks, which would see him back in training 3 days before their clash with Osasuna. Whether Carlo Ancelotti would regard him as fit enough to start or not thereafter is another matter. Just 3 days later, Los Blancos take on Manchester City in the first leg of the Champions League semi-finals at the Santiago Bernabeu. The games he will miss are Celta Vigo, Almeria, Rayo Vallecano and Real Sociedad in La Liga. Antonio Rudiger will likely come into the side in his stead. Los Blancos have looked more solid with Alaba in the side at times, and Ancelotti clearly trusts him ahead of Rudiger at this stage. However, the German defender has solidified his game of late, meaning it shouldn't see a major drop-off for Real Madrid.